Welcome to Fading Suns Thursday on the Ulisses International Twitch channel. I'm focused on you, chat, and also by way of our setup, Alice and Lily. We are the Fading Suns show. I am JM the GM. This is the crew of the Oh Boii, and we're just going to jump right into it. We'll start off with our recap. And last week, or 2 weeks ago, after much needed downtime, the group kind of regrouped on an Engineers Guild space station in the asteroid belt of the Criticorum system. The group, while there, under the hospitality of Braxton Mendez, Jexa's father, investigated not only the orbs that Gemma has been carrying around, as well as the necklace that Val has, and I really kind of feel like that was like the majority of things. Mm-hmm. They discovered several things. They discovered that Val's necklace wanted to activate the fabricators in some sort of strange initiation sequence that most everyone, looking at a couple of specific people, did not want them to activate on a space station in the middle of nowhere. Val sent a message to Gregor's mother, Lucia, who knew her parents and perhaps why she has this necklace, this amulet, or this necklace that's sort of tied to the whole Beatrice conspiracy. And Braxton was able to not only deliver to Gemma the jump gate keys, but also uncover a message that was hidden within the jump gate keys. And the message had a series of 7 planets and 7 words linked to them. The group has been furiously working tonight to create their conspiracy board in a Charlie Day style, no, but it's all connected. And so I got to sit back and watch this. It's been preparing. Becca has post-it notes that can only be used for games of mine, apparently, because little post-it notes just don't work.
Not enough. I have many post-it notes.
So, we ended the game last session with, yeah, Lily, I agree. Those would make great paper footballs is that what you were doing? No? Okay. We wrapped up last night with the group realizing that they have to go somewhere. Lucia and bits of Val's past are on Leminkainen. Hargard seems to be the next stop on the map of St. Beatrice's travels. But also they need to find a lab where if they want to activate that whatever virus, overriding program, some sort of sentient computer, no one really knows what it is, but it definitely took over one of the fabricator labs on the station. They need to find a safe place for that to occur in. And as we left off last week, the Oh Boii, Gregor and Calypso went down to Criticorum to get supplies, refuel the ship, get eloped, that sort of thing.
Oh, I was about to say, did we finally get our beach episode?
You did. It was wonderful. Last week, while they were all dealing with this, you and Gregor just got your that nice bohemian glow, that nice Criticorian glow.
Wonderful.
And yeah.
They seem very well relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, the drinks were expensive, but they were heavy pours, so you never felt bad about ordering another. Even Frank comes back with a tan. So the Oh Boii docks with the station, and that is where we're going to pick up with Gregor.
I'm really
Frank,
lost. I don't get it.
And
your daughter's a little annoyed that you went to the beach without her.
Well, she doesn't know that, does she? Wait.
Yeah,
no.
she does.
Retcon. They just went to get supplies and have a long talk about what do they do about Jexa.
Wink.
yeah, Jexa and Braxton, and definitely not on the beach.
Yeah,
Gregor is the most tan you have ever seen.
They had serious conversations.
It was the only place to have a good conversation.
They were under
little social
fire.
lubricant, you know, kind of.
Police were
he looks
chasing
really
them.
relaxed, doesn't he?
He really does.
Uh-huh.
You're not entirely sure what happened.
Oh
but-
no, I'm aware. Jexa knows. Jexa definitely knows.
All right, so you guys have returned from essentially almost a week's journey. You had to go in system, get stuff, just over a week, about 10 days, a couple of days on the beach, and come back. Yes.
If it's been a week, have I healed?
Yes.
Can I have an eraser?
I just commandeered this from you, but too bad.
So, what's been going on here? Well, we were lifting heavy things and putting them on the ship.
I know what that means.
Well, we've got a hold full of resupplies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
I walk away.
Oh man, now she's cranky at me too.
I'm still not really sure how to handle this. I'm not emotionally prepared to handle any of this.
Like I told you, rum is always an option.
I could take her back to that beach we found.
Right.
When we were
we
supplying.
agreed not to talk about that.
With the ones with the absolutely horrible,
Yeah.
large,
Yeah.
perfect.
I didn't know they came in
ugly,
fish
terrible-
bowls.
Yeah.
Weird.
Is Gemma
Monstrous.
just standing there?
Yeah, I think Gemma.
watching?
Yeah, you guys have all
we
descended.
all
Yeah,
just
you guys all
standing
descended on the airlock where the Oh Boii has, except for Jexa, who is no longer there.
Can I go up and kind of pull Gregor aside?
Oh, hey, Val.
I'm gonna like just basically drag him away like into the mess hall.
Yeah.
Did you know? Sorry, that's vague.
Gregor gives you. I mean, that Jexa
Look,
was
I'm-
cranky. I mean, yeah, that
No.
kind of came full force, just like right when I got off the ship. It was like
Right.
like one of them stench bombs that goes off in like an engineers guild dormitory when you're trying to. No, it's just it permeated the whole. That's not what you're talking about.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm kind of trying to deal with some stuff here, so
Oh, okay, sorry.
let me
Yeah.
get my brain together. Did you know that somebody killed my parents? Like on purpose?
They did.
Did you know?
You know, this is the first time you've told me. So, like, are we gonna go get him? Because
I-
Captain is
I'm
always
just-
down for a bit of the ultraviolence.
I'm so
I don't
ready
know
for violence.
who
and
killed
mega
them.
distractions.
You don't?
I don't know who killed them, but I don't know, your mother might.
What did Lucia
So
do?
I wondered
Did
if
Lucia
you...
kill your
No,
parents?
she didn't. Gregor. She didn't kill my parents, but I think she knows something, and I wondered if she told you anything.
No, I mean, if you remember, it wasn't until, about 6 months ago that I actually was on speaking terms with her again since I was like 14. So, no. But
Okay.
if she killed your parents,
She didn't, Gregor. She didn't kill my parents.
all right, well, let's go have a talk with her and be like, who killed your
Yeah.
parents, and then let's go break them.
Great, knew I could count on you.
Right.
I wanted to know if you knew, and
No,
I'm
no.
glad that you didn't.
If I knew, I would have told you, because I'm awful at keeping secrets.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I know. It's one of the things I like best about you.
Oh, wait, can't say that. Gemma says that's sacrilegies. That one,
Sacrilegious?
that one's blasphemies.
Blasphemous?
Damn. We, how'd you find out? Like, he goes over and, like, grabs, grabs a bottle of whatever happens to be here for the engineers. Probably vodka at a high enough proof that they could use it in a pinch to clean machine parts.
Excellent.
He just kind of cracks the end off the table. So tell me everything.
Yeah, and I'll just go through all of it. Necklace, what Lucia said in her ridiculously cryptic message, all of that.
Okay. Back in the airlock where there is now just Calypso, Perpetua, and Gemma, what are you guys doing? Nothing suspicious happened right when you got off the ship. It's not like Jexa just stormed off and Val dragged Gregor into a side.
Where's Braxton?
Braxton's back in the lab. Hold on. Again, make sure what you were about to say. Analyzing the crystal spheres that Gemma left in his care. I know how my players think, and I know if I said it in any other way.
I'm so lost.
He was handling Gemma's orbs.
Looking at Gemma's ball.
There it is. There it is.
Sorry, JD, I tried. It's okay, Leo. Totally happy.
I'm
So,
5.
what are the three of you doing?
Do you need help, or is the ship good?
He picked things up, put them down where they're supposed to be. It's good.
Okay.
We're good.
I'm gonna go check on Jexa then.
I'm gonna go stare at a wall then.
Okay. Do you want to talk to her instead?
I'm not. I'm gonna walk this way.
Shake your captain. She's stuck on repeat.
Okay.
So, she might be the one you need to talk to.
We'll get there.
All right, so you're gonna go talk to
Yes.
Jexa, and then Perpetua. I got something for you here in a second. So.
Clip's just gonna go hyperventilate in a
Go
corner.
to
it's fine.
Perpetua. Like,
No, go ahead.
I don't know what I'm gonna say yet. So
Oh, okay, then I will.
Perpetua.
So Perpetua, as all of this is going down, you again feel that presence of that you felt in the Ur ruins, as if Father Bell was like back on Antioch when Father Bell was just kind of always right there with you. Thanks, Rook. And you get the feeling that in some ways his presence is more real than it has been in a very long time, and yet still pretty distant. But you do hear, "Take courage, Perpetua. It is almost time. You will not have to go through your final trial alone."
Great. That's reassuring because I'm not underground anymore, and I thought previously that it might be stress-induced.
No, you're definitely hearing. Well, you're either hearing voices. What is it? I'm the voice of God. When some Yahoo says he's talking to God, he's actually talking to me, or he's talking to himself. So it's definitely one of those two things. Either you're hearing voices of Father Bell from the other side of the veil, or something got knocked loose underground on Phlegathon and hasn't quite reset yet. You eventually find Jexa.
I'm angrily working on my taser.
Is in the same fab lab as your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. So before you enter, again, star map, Ananuki runes. Braxton is like furiously talking to his think machine. And
Can I have my thinker machine like record all of this?
sure, of course, write that down as a note.
Why? No. No.
Okay, so we're not on the Oh Boii.
No, you're on a
Knows.
space station.
We're
The
on
Oh Boii
space
has
station,
docked.
The Oh Boii's docked. Okay.
Side note: I need to talk with you about your mental image of the Oh Boii for no reasons. Jexa,
I can tell you the logo perfectly.
what? Are you angry
No.
with me?
No.
The second one's rang true.
Fine, I am angry. No, it is not you. You're fine.
He looks at the star charts, looks at you, looks back at the star charts and the crystal spheres, and goes, "What is wrong?"
It's fine. We don't have to talk about it.
No, but if we don't, you will grow resentful at whoever you're angry at, and resentment is the opiate of the weak. So I did not raise you to be weak.
Whoa!
Damn.
Fine.
Gemma walked in then, Braxton to get a fistful with Gemma.
And Gemma turns around and walks back out.
No, she just.
This is my protection.
It's just Calypso.
When is it not?
I recognized that look on your face. It's quite similar to one that was on mine. She has a way of getting under our skin, yes?
Yeah.
What did she do?
I don't know if it's something that she's done or what she hasn't done, and I don't know why I expect anything when she herself has said that I can't look at Lee.
Why do you think I'm staring at the dice jail?
She is fine with all of her decisions, and she has no remorse or regrets, and everything has worked out for the best. And
It's not what she was.
it
so
has.
hard.
Growing up with you in the Engineers Guild, it was good.
Yes. But it was not the same as what?
No, and hearing these stories that she died, but apparently she didn't. She just left. And you guys won't even really tell me why she just left?
Part of this tale is hers to tell,
Oh,
but that which I feel I can share, I will. Your mother is a remarkable woman. It's what drew me to her in the first place. But it was like, he points to the Starman. It's like trying to hold on to a son. Do you fault a machine when it runs its program?
no.
If it does something you don't want, but it does its programming, is it the machine's fault?
No, I've got to fix the code.
In this case, the code is a metaphor for your relationship with Calypso. Still got it. And he walks back to the... you have entered at this point.
Still got it.
She's thinking, not brooding anymore.
Still brooding. Spent more time with her than you have.
Recently.
Did I hear that?
No.
Okay, because if so, my eyebrows just like...
It's not enough, Gemma. I will just walk up and ask if you need any help.
No. Thank you. Although, I have been thinking, you need a jetpack.
Oh?
Right? Like, because you got the flashlight. I think you need a jetpack. Either that, or what if I put the grappling hook, right? No. Oh, so then I was also thinking of like a retractable, like grappling hook and line, so that like you could just like shoot it up and then like be pulled up instead of like having to climb up something.
Oh.
Like some sort of bat person.
A bat person? Really,
Dad, you're so embarrassing.
Oh gosh, are you talking about like one of your
Go along. Where are you heading next, by the way? Have you decided that?
No, I think it depends on what you discover. Have you figured out anything else?
Aside from the age of these things, they've been repurposed by some force beyond, aside from the Ananuki who crafted them in the first place. Basically everything I've told you. But if you would like to leave them in my care much longer, I would be glad to continue my research.
Is there an ability to make a jump gate key for all these? Did we make that?
We made that last week, or
We
2
did?
sessions ago, yes.
That's what I was just like, wait, I gotta double check this. Did we make it?
Yes,
Okay, cool. We made it.
it is, yes. Much like those sheep.
I'm calling it a sheep. Have key to jump gates. You guys all hear this?
Yes, to the 6 systems that I listed.
2, 6 systems. Okay. Excellent. We all heard that. Chat heard it.
It's on my notes.
Great. It's in my notes too, and our notes are the same now. This is important. Has to do with losing a lot of sheep last night. It's fine. No, so with everything that you kind of figured out, do we, and this is also to you, Gemma, and I really want to ask the others what they think, because all of these words lined up make me think that we can use them to reignite a star.
It's the impression that I've gotten.
I think we need to go back to Leminkainen, not Limbus, Leminkainen, and pick up the power source.
I don't know that we can pick it up. It's a star within the planet.
But it's like
a star?
this big, right?
No.
I'm trying to. Jaxa clearly remembers it being much bigger, but she's like,
No.
It was
No.
smaller. So, is there any way to harvest that kind of power?
Not with the technology we have access to, but perhaps with whoever made these.
Should we continue along that path?
I do not know. I'm really sort of coming in the 3rd act of this story. Very little reference to the first 2.
Where's Perpetua?
She's still in the document.
She's staring at a corner in the airlock going, I'm hearing things. I'm hearing things. No, where would you have gone, Perpetua?
I would have gone to the lab.
Okay, so
Okay.
you have rejoined them.
And Val, have you also rejoined?
Val and Gregor,
Yeah,
I
I was
think,
just
are
about
drinking.
to ask.
Oh, okay.
I was just about to ask if we could have a crew meeting. Val's probably had a few drinks with Gregor, but it's probably a good time to have a whole crew meeting, so she'd be looking for everybody else.
Okay. Once Perpetua walks in, I'm gonna ask Perpetua. So you went to Antioch
Yes.
with your crew, and you found evidence of Saint Beatrice, the Lady of Light.
Yes, they had a shrine, and where we crash landed, they appeared to be worshippers of Beatrice.
Okay, do you think there's still anything on that planet that we need, or probably not?
I'm not really sure what we need,
I'm not.
but I will
either.
say that going back to Antioch doesn't seem like a great call to me because I pissed off the prevailing power there.
Okay, so let's not go back. I like that plan. Okay.
The Paladendrix of Antioch. It's great.
So, maybe
job,
going
Dylan.
back to Leminkainen, or maybe going. The only other place that we haven't gone is Hargard.
Herdegurder.
And you said we really shouldn't go there.
Braxton said you should
Yeah.
go there. Yeah.
And that's who I was talking
Oh,
to.
okay.
Sorry.
He's part of the crew meeting?
Well, if we were all in the lab, he's still standing there.
I
Clips
mean,
is
but
not
he
in
doesn't
this
really-
crew meeting.
He does.
Well, when Val and Gregor show up, somebody might.
Yeah,
look for you.
can we collect Calypso
Wow.
on our way to the lab
Shut
so that
Yes.
she comes to the meeting?
heart.
Yes, Val and Gregor show up to find you, Calypso, both smelling of vodka or paint thinner or engine degreaser. Definitely one of the three.
She'll spend the entire time walking with them trying to figure out which one it is. Just being like,
Stings the nostrils. But 60% of the time, it works every time. So, the whole crew is assembled in Braxton's lab. Do I... It is okay that I say yes.
Yeah, it's
Very
fine.
well.
You just have to swear you're not going to share this information with anyone who might bring harm to this group as we pursue these ends.
Yes.
Look me in the eye when you say yes.
Do you really think I want anything to harm my daughter?
I don't know. You've clearly done experiments on her, so.
Whoa. Listen, if she said that, this is clearly the ravings of a angsty teenager. I never
are
experimented
you
on
calling
my daughter.
Jexa a liar?
No.
No.
Wow.
I've never been experimented on.
Yes.
Well, wasn't there an insinuation that there's like weird 1-inch cuts on your arm that you can't explain
Not on my arm.
on your body?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And your arm's not real?
Yeah, but
My
that
arm
wa-
is real. It just happens to be metal.
That wasn't me. You have weird 1-inch cuts on your body?
Yeah, well, yeah, that was from like a long time ago. Yes.
Oh. Oh yes, no, that was not me. It was due to the accident. Possibly. I have never experimented on my daughter or on any other living thing. That would be a violation of the interdict of the church rules, and I think you know that I cleave very closely to them.
Okay, I was just checking.
Hmm. Are you going to swear any vows or oaths in front of me?
I'll swear whatever you want. Your
His
daughter's
eyes kind of
alive.
light up and he turns over to the terminal and starts
Within
typing.
reason.
No takesies backsies. All right.
I take back whatever I want.
All right. So Leminkainen, Hargard, and then Milan Station again.
Well,
Right,
I need to
Malcolm?
go to Leminkainen.
Why?
We got somebody
someone
to
who-
kill.
Well, we
Gregor,
do?
no, we
Right.
don't even know where they are or who
Right,
they are.
right. Not kill, but their joints, if they bend at
Ah.
90-degree angles to the way they normally bend, I find that being very effective at getting people to talk.
What have I
Okay, so
missed?
let's table that for now. I need to go to Leminkainen because there's someone there who I think knows what this necklace is, what it's for. And apparently this necklace is connected to the other places or this star chart or something. It's connected, it's some kind of key, and I think we need to figure out what it is before we go poking around an ancient armory.
You also want a lab.
I'd like to know what it is before I take it to a lab.
Well, a lab where you can press the big red button.
Having reflected on that, I might want to know what it is before I push the big red button.
Okay.
So if there's somebody who can tell me what the big red button does before I push it, that might be better.
Because we have access to a lab.
I said that this lab will not be.
No, not this one here. On Byzantium Secundus. Feynman's
The fish
lab,
guy's lab?
where Bessarion is hiding out. Yeah.
And who is Bessarion?
A friend.
I totally see Gemma in full armor doing.
Calypso ain't no snitch. She just kind of goes like that.
I can only protect her from so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a well put.
Lorenzo's there too. And you know, if we could figure out what happened to Samuel, that'd be good.
I see you have a. I always thought you took after me.
But also Alexa and Virgil are on Byzantium Secundus also. So if we go to Leminkainen first, so you can have your conversation, and then we can go to the lab on Byzantium.
I'm down with that.
I think that might be the best idea.
I will.
I don't want to accidentally blow something up by pushing a button.
Yeah.
Punch Alexa really hard.
And then after that, if we need to go to Hargard, and then Milan Station, I will remind us that we're on a bit of a time crunch, and we have just a little bit over 6 months left.
Why are we on a time crunch?
Because that's when the stars will go out.
All of them? What did I miss when I was
One of
on
them.
the supply run?
Oh, this was before, but it's been a while.
Bessarion
What
came.
did I miss because I have a selective memory?
Oh.
No one can answer that question.
That's fair.
Phantom says that Jexa is her mother's daughter. So many ruffled shirts.
Yeah, she
Yup.
does have ruffled shirts.
Yup. She also has, I was gonna say, I think she has them.
All right, so the plan is to load up the ship and head to
Leminkainen.
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 Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy board, please. Okay, so the one problem with Leminkainen is there's an inquisitor there investigating us. So we need to be very careful.
Well, we've changed the code on the Oh Boii.
Mm-hmm.
Have we changed its physical appearance and name?
Name, yes.
Yeah,
It is now the Plucky Lady.
yeah, I was there. I selectively remembered that. I think we also spray painted the exterior.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Because the Oh Boii originally had originally it had something else, but Calypso drew
A cute cow.
a cute cow with a little rope, like a rodeo rope to make the O.
It was adorable.
Because that O covers the old name of what she commandeered it from, because I think it's like a former military ship.
I do love that you guys have put that much thought into the
I mean,
ship.
I have more contacts on Leminkainen than I do Byzantium Secundus. I just want us to remember we have one or two different Inquisitors on our tail.
Which Inquisitors are on your tail?
At least Kanto.
Kanto?
In Kanto.
And then the one on Byzantium Secundus.
Massus is the one we worked for on Byzantium Secundus.
Right, that's the nice one.
Yeah, the
Then
only
there's-
bad one I came up
Yeah,
was
'cause it wasn't
we
even
killed
the flames.
Giandaro. And then there's Frederic and Kondo is the one investigating us, and he showed up back on the beach.
It might be Frederick. And then there's Flint.
He's cool.
Massus is also cool.
Flint literally gave Gregor a ring to propose to Calypso. He's like solidly in this camp.
Jexa thinks Flint is sketchy AF. Yes, Mark. She does.
I'm okay. I'm okay going there. I just want us to remember
Okay.
that we should maybe try and be a little more discreet.
Yes.
I can wear all black.
My contacts on Leminkainen should be able to help with that. It's actually who I need to talk to is Gregor's mother.
Wait, what?
Or Lucia, that's Gregor's mother,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yes.
No, Gregor, we had this conversation while we were drinking vodka.
Listen,
You
I
remember
drank
this.
a lot
Falcos is his dad,
of
right?
vodka. Right. All right.
That's what it was. This entire time I thought you guys were just sniffing paint thinner.
Same, it's pretty much paint thinner, Captain.
That's the one thing we didn't get on the supply run.
We did not.
Paint thinner?
Yes.
I mean, you can use the rest of this bottle of vodka.
Alcohol, Jexa.
Oh.
Cheap, horrible rot gut alcohol.
Okay.
So when do we want to leave? Do we need to take anything with us?
She was like, ooh, that was uncomfortable.
Take anything with us?
Besides supplies. I mean, we're gonna take the orbs with us.
Uh huh. And the key.
And my poor, poor ship.
Mm-hmm.
The painted lady. Plucky lady.
Plucky.
Plucky.
The plucky lady.
I just came up with a really vulgar way to cover the O.
You guys missed Maddie's reaction. It was gold.
Braxton, have you heard any rumors of Milan Station?
Phantom.
I mean, I heard that there was some sort of catastrophe there.
Do we know if it survived?
I do not. I do know that one of the noble houses cordoned the area and was preventing people from heading in system from the jump gate.
Decados?
Yes, I believe so. It's either them or Al Malik.
I like to stay away from Al Malik if at all possible.
Just Al Malik?
Right now, just them. I'm doing pretty good. For now.
Well, we're gonna have to figure out a way around that if we need to find the station.
Talking about Milan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can head out for Leminkainen. I can try and calm both Katerina and Marguerite and see who responds.
Okay.
And I'll send Lucia a Dropbox message or whatever to let her know that we're on our way.
Alright. Alright, so when you get in system, you'll be able to send the message. You are just dead dropping the message, so it'll get there before you guys, but not
Yeah,
by more than a
I just
couple
want to
of
give her a
days.
heads up.
Alright. Anything you guys want to do on the station before you head out?
Make sure I have plenty of rounds for my womp gun.
Hyperventilate. Maybe vomit. Question.
Don't do that. You know Gregor's a party puker, and he has had a lot of just awful vodka.
Calypso will probably just realistically go back to the Oh Boii and literally assemble enough outfits of all black. So she literally looks like she's attending funerals.
I know that feeling. See a red dress, painted black. Alright, Womp Gun.
Do we need
What
any
does it
tools or
take?
supplies?
Ammo 15.
Mm-hmm.
You can give me a d20 roll.
Well, I'm a little confused.
You get two more
Is the
reloads.
station
You were able to
have
fab
it?
two more
Or is it
reloads.
So
Energy.
30
No,
more.
the one that we're on right now.
Yeah.
I don't. We're on a station, correct, or a planet?
You're on a space station in the asteroid belt of Criticorum's system.
And is it so? It's to me, it sounded like it was an abandoned station.
No, this is an engineering guild like fabricator
I just because
station.
I thought Braxton was like, oh, look at this ancient station thing. Let me do.
Oh no, those are the
orbs.
The orbs.
This makes sense. I watched that entire episode. Selective memory.
That's okay. I've gone back and rewatched your episode like 3 times because I'm like, there was something in there that I wanted to use.
No!
Ammo and spacesuits indeed, Occam. Ammo and spacesuits indeed.
That's what I got.
All right, it is going to take you 20.
Can I refresh my med pack?
Yes, you are more than welcome to do that.
Perfect.
Can I grab some extra ammo for my guns as well?
Sure.
It's just,
You're able
it's not like energy packs or anything. It's just regular rounds.
Yeah, you're able to get 3 more, enough rounds to reload 3 times. Booby safe.
Thanks, Dad.
And as much as it pains me to say this, the woman that left 17 years ago is not the woman who is piloting your ship. Just remember that. Go fix the code.
Love you.
Yeah. I love you too. All right. He gives you like a 39-page vow. You can read it whenever you wish. Just thumbprint, digital signature. It'll return to me. Don't you have someone to sword or experiment on in the name of the church? That one was for Lee.
Whew. I feel like I'm in
Braxton
danger.
and Gemma just stare because I realize
Gemma.
that Maddie and I are both too stubborn to actually, like, the rest of the session would just be a stare down.
Juxa grabs Gemma's arm and tugs her.
Perpetua continues stirring Braxton.
Juxa goes back for Perpetua.
Yes, Perpetua.
Perpetua, is there anything else you want to do on the station?
Look, Perpetua and I have feelings about Braxton.
He's delightful.
Yeah. No, I already spoke to Order of St. Paulus, so
Mhm.
I'm all good.
All right. All right. So, boarding the painted, or nope, did it again. The plucky lady.
She ain't, I mean, she's painted, but
Could-
she ain't a painted lady.
Could we not have done like, the hamper, or
Yes, there's a dozen things. However, everybody was silent. Therefore, I chose the
You
plucky
did.
lady.
You did choose the plucky lady. All right. So,
I was stunned to greatness.
you board the ship and head for Leminkainen. Now it is 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps gates away, and so it takes you. Becca, I know, is keeping an accurate record of our timetable. It takes you 20 and a half days before Leminkainen is seen on the planet is seen on the through the viewport of the cockpit.
So
Okay,
we're
so
on
hold
this
on.
ship for 20 days.
So,
Yeah.
20
Traveling.
days from where we are to Leminkainen, how far from Leminkainen to Byzantium then?
Would we backtrack?
Leminkainen to Byzantium Secundus would only be 5 days to the jump gate, 5 days in system, 10 plus however long it takes the jump gate to sink.
That's over a month and some
And then
change.
from there to Hargard? I'm just trying to do the mental math. 'cause
Yeah,
we're going
another
back to
another
places we've
10
already
plus
been.
jump gate, synchronization back to Leminkainen, and then from Leminkainen to Hargard is. Nope, sorry. Secundus, 5 days in. 5 days in plus whatever it takes for the jump gate to sink. Whatever it takes for the jump gate to sink in Leminkainen, and then 5 days to Hargard. So you're looking at about 10 plus days to get to Byzantium Secundus, and then from Byzantium Secundus to Hargard is about another 10 days. So you're looking at
40.
about 40 days, not counting however long you're on each planet. Plan
We
for
just
40.
spent 7 days on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're not spending 20 days?
No, we are.
Oh.
Is there anything you want to say to is any discussions or interactions, or are you guys
Yeah.
all sort of going to your cabins, locking the doors, and not looking at
No,
each other?
if we're spending 20 days, I just didn't. The problem is Lee just didn't know when the beat was appropriate. So if
The beat?
20 days sounds like there's got to be a beat somewhere
That's
where Calypso needs to stop peeing herself. Calypso has
Stop
one
peeing.
fear.
What is that?
F around and find out. I don't know.
What is Calypso's fear?
I think everybody in this room knows, including 2 people there that they can't see me, but I can see them, and all those people that keep talking in that chat.
So are we sitting around like a table?
Set the scene, Lee.
Like yeah,
What?
because like I'll
Build me-
jumpstart this.
Build me a mental picture of when you confront Jexa.
Well, she's not gonna confront
Okay,
her
alright,
in the
alright, not
mess hall.
Not
Alright.
confront.
Maybe
Oh,
if,
because
Jex,
Jexa would.
maybe if Jexa was just
Jax is not the master of finesse.
walking, through the hallway to the mess hall, Calypso might stop
Oh,
her
but-
pride, and be like, can we talk?
Sure.
Oh, we're doing this. We're not just okay. I thought it was just setting. My heart isn't freaking out right now. What are you talking about? I wish I had an Apple Watch on to know what my heart rate was right now.
I love you.
Just remember, the views of Jexa do not reflect those of Becca towards Lee.
Right, I'm gonna have some weird. Meh. Okay, Is it hot? Okay. Okay, so she has said sure. That is what I've heard, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Privately.
Yeah, sure. My room?
Sure.
Okay. I turn around and walk back to my room.
She'll
All right.
follow.
So while you 2 guys are there, I just want to see where everyone else is at, because we'll jump back and forth. Is
They're all
everyone else?
holding cups to
That's
the
right. Is
wall.
everyone in the mess
That's
hall
exactly
going?
what's going on. You can just see
Gregor would probably, if
Smallest
Val is okay
Gregor.
with it, want to get more information kind of around what's going on. Maybe we should bring in Gemma, because Gemma, when it comes to breaking things, is better than I am. She's not as good as putting them back together as I am, right? It's sort of a, and then
Wait, no, roll it back. What are we breaking?
well, right, whenever we find out what Lucia knows.
Please remember this.
Okay, to be clear,
Yeah,
I don't think that Lucia did anything wrong
no,
in relation to my parents.
no, I mean, Lucia, I never tell her I said this, but, she's probably not as bad as I remember her. I mean, Calypso seems to like her, so...
I also happen to like her. She seems pretty cool, and I mean, I owe her a lot, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Occam's Razor said that his guess is math.
That's Lee's fear. 100%, yo.
Right, so, alright, so we'll, Gregor and Val will be talking in the mess hall. Perpetua and Gemma, where are you at?
Anxiously trying to decide if we need to intervene.
I was gonna say, if you'd like, I need to do some sparring. I could teach you some hand-to-hand combat.
I feel like this is a terrible idea, but yes.
Excellent. Perpetua and Gemma. I'm not actually hitting her. I'm teaching her
It's like, don't worry, Calypso and Jexa. The sound of Perpetua being thrown around the cargo hold definitely masks your
We're
conversation.
gonna work on tone. We're gonna work on a lifting routine. We're gonna work on stance.
All of the things that you
Breathing.
don't have to worry about because of all of the G mods you were subjected to.
I still have to work it out.
Work out.
Squad.
That's loud.
All right, so we'll start with Jexa and Captain.
Oh, we really don't have to.
Okay. private conversation.
Okay. I feel like you and I need to talk. I've seen the icy stairs. I clearly am not the best communicator when it matters. And there's an elephant so large on this ship that I swear I can feel it dragging just like a full 3 inches to the left, which is really bad for fuel. But this metaphor is getting way too specific. I assume you have questions.
Not really. You told me you don't regret anything, so there's no point in asking you why you did anything.
Those two things are absolutely mutually exclusive. I don't regret giving you a life and allowing your life expectancy to continue to climb from 17. What? Did you think that you would just be a baby toddler pirate? Like that I'd throw a knife in your hand at 3 years old?
No, you didn't have to be a pirate at all.
Frank is like crawling to the ceiling with
With
knives.
knives.
He heard the magic word.
Right? Also, like, really bad example.
That's not human!
Oh, you just heard
It's
it.
still a puppy.
He has a very old soul.
Frank and I are buddies, right? I would like to think so.
Sure,
I have given him things.
you have. That is like just remember and let this be a warning on record. That is the bar to become Frank's friend. Okay.
I've given him nothing.
Well, Jim was always like, no. Baby toddler pirate spinoff.
So, no. I did not think that you would take me on your pirate ship as a toddler. Obviously. I grew up thinking my mom was dead.
Which, for the record, I did not tell Braxton to say that.
What did you tell him to say?
I told him to say whatever he felt comfortable at that time when you asked. When did you ask?
Well, I started asking when I was old enough to realize that I didn't have a mom like everyone else.
So when was that? 3? 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Could a child of a 3 to 4-year-old age understand that sometimes mommies and daddies just don't do well together and do better apart? And that certain people can try to change, but they can't entirely. Look, I was incredibly young. I was wanted on 37 planets. I have. Jexa, I was going to prison. I was going to have you in a prison cell if I didn't just give you to your dad. You don't change from that. I don't make it a habit of getting caught, but I did something very, very bad. And that is even on my standards. And Braxton is a good person, as you well know. What I did, I do not regret because it gave you a good life. Because I could not give you that life. Because I have too many skeletons in my closet. And eventually, they start to come out and explode. And you would have eventually, no matter if I changed my life and suddenly I was wearing an apron, they would have found me and they could have killed you.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't hate you. I don't even dislike you. I like you a lot, and I really liked how you and Gemma took care of me, because I'd never felt that before. So it was a little bit of a slap in the face to find out that you were fine with how my life was. It was good. But when you grow up and you know that you're missing something, it really doesn't matter how good it is, because you know you're always missing it. And I am glad that we became friends first. Because I don't need you to be my biological mother. I need you to be my captain.
They're here for Calypso.
I was worried about that. If the mics can't hear it, there's a siren that is blaring. I don't entirely know what that means.
I
But-
need you to be the woman who threatened to blow up an entire city
Oh, I did that.
if they didn't let Gemma take Bessarion. And I need you to be the woman who somehow got Gregor to change from his grumpy self into the teddy bear that he is. Because the more I think about what we have to do, the less I think you changing is a good idea.
So you're asking me to be a homicidal maniac with a side of madness?
It kind of works.
Look, I know my branding. I worked really hard on it.
All right. Jumping over to the cargo bay. Anything you guys are talking about while you're sparring, or you just sort of...
Perpetua, are we the talking type or are we the stoic silence type?
Perpetua is always the talking type, but it's up since Gemma is the one leading this training. I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Oh, I mean, I will happily. I mean, she would love to hear your story, how you've ended up here. What is it about maps? Really, what is it
Just
about
some-
maps?
Some
The
bonding
fact
time.
that I'm
Yeah.
here at all times now.
I mean, yeah, sure, we can talk about that too. Other people have asked me that question before.
Which question?
Do I hear things all the time?
I mean, that's fair. Why don't you give me a... you're gonna hate me. Faith plus academia roll.
Okay. Yeah. It's actually a 13. So let's spend 6. That's 9.
All right, how many would you like to spend?
I'll spend 6.
So here's the thing, Gemma. What Perpetua is like, I assume Perpetua, you have shared all of Phlegathon over these last couple of months. You have shared the story of Antioch, of Father Bell, of all of this. So what you know of sort, I mean, right? Battle order is really more dealing with fighting the physical sides of the foes of the Pan Creator, whereas the eschatonic order is much more on fighting the spiritual side of things. Not a clean, stark division, but sort of to kind of put things in reference. So this is sort of out of your wheelhouse from your training, but not from your experiences over the course of Milan Station to today. And what it truly sounds like is typically it's relegated to saints. People having, the beatific vision of a saint that has passed on, charging them with something or strengthening them, right? It's the reason why all of the callings have patron saints, right? That they can call upon in times of need, in times of crisis. But you have heard stories of those who have gone on still being in contact with people on this side of the veil. That the Pan Creator in his grace and his mercy will sometimes use the voice of a righteous person close to someone to strengthen them during times of trials. It is typically a saint, but it is not exclusively a saint. So with a 6, you have narrowed it down to either this Father Bell somehow has established a link with Perpetua for some greater purpose and is encouraging her, or she's got some major undealt with trauma coming through what she did, and she may have a screw loose. Basically the same conclusion that Perpetua came to.
Got it.
Yeah, I would also like to stress the fact that on multiple occasions, Father Bell has mentioned a final trial.
Has he been specific?
He has not been specific as to the nature or timing of said trial.
Do you have any interaction, or is it just is it a one-way conversation?
It's mostly one way.
Because I'm wondering, like, if we worked on, like, I've been working on this with Jexa
It's true.
to some limited success. Maybe some prayer and meditation, and maybe I know maybe that's not up your alley, but maybe that could help focus, and maybe it could become a two-way conversation. Because I mean, knowing what this trial is would be, super helpful. Maybe a timeline would be helpful.
I mean, I feel like I'm going to come to the trial one way or the other.
Well, correct.
But I think you're right, and maybe we could be more prepared for it.
Right. The battle order is always, prepare for everything, expect anything. And yeah, but really, here are some, in case it's not, my hypothesis is some a sainthood possibly, but if it's not, here are some coping techniques that I've used. And then I'd show her my workout routine.
Perpetua, you definitely feel that you are headed downhill, if that makes sense. You, like, this trial that Father Bell continually references, that's not something that you feel like necessarily you can avoid, and basically from what we've been talking about, that you would, like, it's not like you would just, like, get off on Leminkainen and be like, peace out everyone, I'm gonna go, like, start a bakery. Right? Like, you're tied to this crew, to their story, to your own story. Am I okay? In the words of the great philosopher Kosh, the avalanche has begun. The pebbles no longer get to vote. All right, so Val, you and Gregor. So, did you find out how they died?
I mean, I always thought that it was, I mean, they're bankers, and I always thought that,
Right.
they just died in a bank robbery. That's what Lucia told me, actually. So, who knows?
There's been a lot of that going around.
Yeah, I always thought it was just an accident. They were in the wrong place at the right time and just, that was that.
You remember that, me telling you about that weird shrine on my dad's land? And how
Yeah, I
he's been
remember
working out
something
at
about that.
Hadrian's Wall. They're both involved in things that we got caught up in, right? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know what's going on. Like, Gemma knows. And I think the captain knows. And I'm pretty sure Jexa knows, but
Yeah, I
Universe
don't
is a
know.
bigger place than it was when I left Milan Station.
Yeah. Universe is a bigger place than when I used to rob people.
Simpler times.
Yeah.
So we get to Leminkainen, we go talk to Lucia.
Yeah, I need to know what she knows. I need to know what this thing is. I just need answers. And hopefully she's in a talking mood.
Yeah. All right, so what's the message that you sent to Lucia ahead?
We're on our way. The whole crew's coming. Get ready to fill us in, I guess.
Okay. And then what's the message that who are you sending a message to, Gemma? And what are you saying?
Well, both Katerina and Marguerite are on planet, correct?
They were the last time you were there about half a year ago.
Okay. I might try and ping and see who is still there and then go from there. See if, just see who answers and then we'll go from there.
Katerina is the one who responds to your comm as you come through the jump gate from Ravenna to Leminkainen. It feels very weird. You have essentially sort of retraced the early steps of the Oh Boii, right? The Gwyneth system is near where Milan Station is, and then you guys went to Ravenna, and then you went to Leminkainen. And then you went to Byzantium Secundus, right? Lindus was in there, but like in the known worlds, you're sort of retracing your steps.
I just want to come and see how things are there. We did not leave under the best circumstances.
No, you didn't. It's good to see you alive. I saw the orders come through. I saw what you did on the place that we weren't supposed to be. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was a heavy victory, but a victory.
Well, what can I do for you? Like, what are you doing back on planet?
We have some friends to check in with. I also can't remember, did we leave the kids in Electo with her or with Marguerite?
You left them with Marguerite, but this is also, where Calypso and Gregor stole a giant box of.
We're so rich from that.
You guys are still
We're still sitting on it.
Gregor's even richer because Jexa owes him interest.
No. She paid for me. I no longer owe interest. Go back and watch that episode.
Then he's still rich because he got paid back from
Yes.
Calypso's half.
Yes.
But wait a second. As soon as they get married,
Marital
Gregor
property.
owns.
Yep.
The long-term trap has finally been recognized. Well
Is it
done.
communal or community? They two different things.
It's your. It's
Fun.
your. We'll talk about that off chat.
I just want to know if I can ask her how they're doing, if she would know.
Oh yeah, Marguerite's off planet. She took them and you know who. I don't know where she took them. Things were starting. The Hawkwoods were starting to look into it. The Inquisition was looking more into it. Marguerite thought it was best to take all of the Limbus refugees somewhere else. I assume she's in one of the deep space monasteries that we maintain.
Sounds good. Well, I just wanted to put it on your radar that we are coming in. I'm hoping we will not be staying long, and we are hoping to stay under the radar. P.S. This is a secure line, or as secure a line as I can get?
It's as secure a line as you can get.
Okay, cool. And see if she has heard. Ooh, has she heard any news of Milan Station?
I mean, I've seen what's come over the vids, and I know that Decados has blocked off a portion of the Gwyneth jump gate.
Okay. We'd heard rumors that it had been found.
That's what I've heard too. Actually, what I've heard, I have it on pretty good authority. The station's still is intact, but it's out of reach. Decados has been trying to get to it. It's in the event horizon of the black hole.
I saw that movie. I didn't care for it then.
Event horizon?
Yeah. The
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A good movie, but whew.
Yeah, it was really good. It was billed as a science fiction movie. I did not pick up on the
No, there was
horror. Yeah,
Yeah,
No.
that was all horror.
that was brilliant. Like, rewatch it, it's great.
Yeah.
So I hear that it's just inside the event horizon. Something's keeping it from falling all the way in, but Decados can't reach it without sacrificing people and ships. And as far as I understand it, that's not normally Decados's thing.
No, it's not really their move.
You should probably know there's been several outbreaks of unrest against the Hawkwoods. Someone's stirring up the people against them. And we've been called out several times to defend shrines, fight at Hadrian's Wall, defend the cathedral. So just be careful. I'm not saying that I don't like when you visit, but trouble tends to dog your heels.
I wish it wasn't true, but I can't deny it.
Are you landing at the spaceport?
I don't think so. Were we planning to land it, or do we want to land somewhere more inconspicuous?
Well, we're the plucky lady, so it could
Well,
land.
we probably want. I'm assuming that for Val, we want to land
At
the
Lucy's.
plucky lady.
probably not at Lucia's,
Not at Lucia's. Why not?
because wouldn't that draw attention? That,
But it's the plucky lady now.
You've bested my own argument. Yeah, whatever, I'm down. We'll land this thing right in front of everybody for all I care. Right in front of Ion Fredericanto or whatever.
Just go.
No, the Inquisitor. Is there
Oh.
an Inquisitor
You
here that's
shouldn't
like...
be
There
at
is.
Lucia's house.
That's what I'm saying. If there's a strange unidentified ship comes to Lucia's, wouldn't he go...
I don't know.
I don't know.
Val, doesn't strange unidentified ships land at Lucia's house all the time?
Do they? DM? GM?
JM? Just throwing
What?
continents
DM.
up.
Look,
Yeah, no, you do know that Lucia has the Oh Boii has landed there before. But, yeah, I mean, ships routinely land there. I mean, Lucia and her husband do run a small, little merchant kingdom
Yeah.
as well as Lucia having ties to her more illicit days that come through.
You mean her pirate queen days?
You know, we've never really established out loud what Lucia has done
That's why
in the
she loves
past.
Calypso so much.
Yes, there is a reason why she adores Calypso and why, right? It makes perfect sense that Gregor fell for Calypso.
It definitely wouldn't raise too many eyebrows if we just flew into her
Got it.
like port.
So I think we're going to be landing in a private dock. What is the Inquisition's presence like on planet at the moment?
There are 9 detachments of inquisitorial troops spread throughout the whole planet. There are 2 operating in the main city, 1 sniffing around at around Hadrian's Wall. The rest are scattered.
Any rumors of Encanto?
Kanto? I mean, I'm honest, not that I know of. I mean, you know our relationship with the Inquisition, right? We all went plain clothes so that we could.
Nope.
Yep.
Understood. Perfect. Well, I will, I was getting there.
Is she on this planet?
Keep, a line open. If aid is required, know that any aid offered will be returned when possible.
Oh, there's someone here who definitely would join up with me if you need help.
Is it in Philosophia?
Yeah. She got sent back here after what happened. She's actually got a squad of her own now. Whatever you did,
Oh, I bet she hates that.
you shape up, you get promoted. You know the way it works.
It's very true.
I'm dead.
Step up and they.
It's my
suddenly
favorite
put more on
part.
your shoulders.
Justia.
She
And
died
Harmonia.
gloriously. She died
Okay,
gloriously.
well, thank you. Like I said, we'll be in touch if need be, but thank you.
All right.
I will send a message to Philosophia. Hey!
How
she-
soon does she get the message?
It's gonna be a while.
Okay, well, let me know when.
I got you. All right, so you guys are flying straight to Lucia's house. Technically, the house of her husband, but we all know.
It's, yeah.
So you land at the estate. Excuse me. It is near midnight. When you get there, the landing area is lit up. The house has some lights on, but it definitely looks like it doesn't look like Lucia has set a bunch of warnings or prepared visible preparation that you guys were arriving. So we all going in, keeping the ship running. I will keep the ship running if.
Well, why don't you come in? It's your family.
Can't Frank run the ship now?
Yeah,
No.
Frank can keep it running.
Right. Here's the thing. I would feel much better about either leaving it running with me on it or shutting it down.
Then- Well, I think we have our answer. We will shut it down, and you will come in and see your parents.
Do you want me to stay on the ship?
I mean,
But you really should go in and talk to your parents. I talked to my dad. You need to go talk to yours. And your mom.
I think she's stepmom.
Would it help if Val held your hand?
I'm fine. Go talk to Lucia.
She's stepmom, right?
She is,
I
yeah.
didn't fever dream. Okay, I like that.
She did fever treatment.
All right, so
I
as you
don't trust my own mind 90% of the time.
all right, so you guys head up to the Van Dorm estate. What do you guys like? Is there are you just
Do. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Duh,
I'm
like
just
Kronk
I'm just
style.
going.
all right? So you and Gregor are just kind of heading in. Rest of you.
Yep.
All right. So you make your way into Lucia's office, which, if you remember, is this like open air patio set into the cliffside that kind of overlooks the water. And as you enter, you can hear there's two desks, one that sort of faces the room, one that faces the ocean. Someone's clicking away at a console. And as you all enter the room, the chair spins. What?
No,
What?
it's the Inquisitor.
It,
It's Lucia. I don't know. We're just throwing.
you're just throwing names out. You can keep guessing
Serious,
if you would
Gregor's
like.
evil twin!
Oh no,
Sorry,
it's
continue.
Orlaton.
There is a thin, attractive young man in his mid to early 20s. Scalp is shaved, and you can see that there are several access ports on his scalp. Teeth brilliant white, eyes almost a vermilion color, and his fingernails look to be.
I'm sorry, you described this as attractive?
The facial features is very attractive. It's when you start to
Symmetrical.
notice the details that it starts to get a little
Like it's
off.
icky.
Fingernails are metallic.
Mm.
And he says, "Oh, it has been some time. Did you really think I wouldn't notice that the boy flies like a lady?"
Is that a euphemism?
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time.
Who is this guy?
Who are you? Where's Lucia?
Oh, Lucia has been detained, and you see Gregor kind of starts moving forward. You have muscle, as do I. And a door opens up, the other door, and it looks like the armor that Gemma's always talking about that she wants. Full faceplate, and the voice that comes through it is definitely metallic, like artificially generated. "Hello again, Calypso. Taking of one head deserves another." "Ah yes, you've met my associate Tag before, or at least this version of Tag. I'm calling him Tag 3.0. And
Yeah.
listen, after you left me for dead, next to that deflating llama suit, and fired my space station into a black hole, I had to."
Your fault!
At least his
They
voice
always-
lost weight.
They
At
always
least
say
his voice
youth
is
is
better.
wasted on the young.
Oh.
I have definitely backed up
Blah.
to the door.
I did promise one thing, though, before we start. You may sever her head now, Tag. And Tag starts moving towards you.
Oh, Calypso's ready.
And that's where
No,
we will
no.
pause for tonight
Ah.
with Count Orlaton and Tag.
At least his voice has
Oh,
changed.
Why did you have to bring Orlaton back?
I think you've answered your own question, Alice. Remember all of those scenes where we would finish the session and then I'd be like, "Oh, and here on some undisclosed location, someone
Yes.
lovingly caressing a vat." That was building toward this.
yeah, I saw Tag
Oh.
coming back. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Orlaton part that we're a little.
That you're all a little,
So
little
you call him Tag
No,
3.0?
we knew Tag was gonna come back.
right, because
but
there was original
why?
Tag,
Oh, yeah.
then there was Cyborg Tag, and now there's whatever the hell this is.
Tag 3.0.
Tag 3.0.
Mecha Tag, okay.
All right. So, chat, thank you for joining us. I hear we had some new people in there. Welcome to the Ulisses International Twitch channel. I'm JM the GM. We run a ton of great games here, and we do a ton of great shows on the Ulisses International channel. Check out the Tord game on Tuesday nights. Towards day nights. That also involves Lily and Maddie, and sometimes Becca in the past, the once and future player. perhaps. Check out all the other great shows on the Ulysses International channel. There is Campfire Chats, where Ross and I talk about Myth Tales of Legend, which is coming out. It is a role-playing game that will be coming out later this year, based off the Myth board game. You can also check out shows on Myth Dawn of Heroes, the board game, or I did it right, Aventuria, the card game set in the world of the Dark Eye. Ulysses World Show goes live usually on Thursdays. And then Bill and a couple of the other guys from the Fading Suns design team does Heretical Musing. So if you're here for Fading Suns, go check out their show, because they're just the designers and the writers, and they love talking about this thing. We also are Iconic Production. You can check us out on the Iconic Production Twitch, where Becca runs a Call of Cthulhu game on Monday nights, and with Lee as one of the players. And on Friday nights, Josh runs a 5th edition D&D game called It Gets Worse, which it always does. Check out both Ulysses International and Iconic Production on YouTube. You can follow us there. Videos, backlogs of all the shows exist on both channels. You can check out a couple of the one-shots or the short campaigns that we've done. We've done things for Jackals. We've done things for 13th Age. Ulysses is always generating new content. Torg one-shots. Greg runs a Torg game that I may be on, hopefully, at some point as a guest star. So, yes, check it out. Like and subscribe here on Twitch. Subscribe and follow on YouTube. Check us out on social media, both Ulysses and Iconic. And we will be back in a week. I had to remember the 2 weeks on Torx Day, but not on... No, I'm just going to call it Thursday. We'll be back next week with the outcome of what's going on here, a battle at the Van Dorm Estate. So until next time, I am JM, your GM. This is the fabulous crew of the Oh Boii. Unseen but not unrecognized, our producer JD, who works tirelessly to make sure that this looks good on a screen. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming, and we will see you in a week. Have a good one.